What's up guys, Nate and Sutton back with another video.
A very exciting video. Today is the day we do our gender reveal.
Can't you tell by the colors what the gender is? Not
We're
really.
gender neutral.
So take us off, Sutton.
Yeah, basically this is a short little intro and we're gonna add in the clip of us finding out the gender of our baby. This is our fourth baby and we wanted to do the gender reveal just us instead of doing it in front of a crowd, mainly because Nathaniel said, he's like, if it's another boy, I'm gonna need a minute. Like, I don't want everyone watching me. And since it was our last one, we just thought it'd be nice to do it just us. We did Oakland just us and it was special.
All right, so we'll show you the clip of us finding out the gender of our baby. It's the most dramatic gender reveal yet. For you Bachelor fans out there.
Alright guys, here we go. Gender reveal number 4. It all comes down to this. What is it gonna be?
I'm nervous. This is my most nerve-wracking gender reveal yet because this like seals our family.
Our family is complete after this one. We were talking about that on the way here. He was like, are you more nervous for Oakland's or this one? I was like, this one, because this is it. Like, this is the end.
I mean, I guess we never know for sure. We'll see what God has in store, but this is the last one we plan on having.
So let's submit final guesses.
I'm gonna go for a girl.
You guessed a girl. I think you guessed a boy for Oakland, and then Halston you guessed a girl, and Jamin you guessed a girl. And this one you're guessing a girl.
Yeah.
You just want a girl. So I'm guessing a girl because I've kind of said, I just thought ever since we got married, I've just said 3 boys and a girl. And so I'm just sticking to it. I got the 3 boys right so far, so I'm just sticking with it. And we'll see, but if it's a boy, it's okay. We make very cute boys. They're sweet as can be. It's win-win. I said this at Halston's or Jamin's about how a gender reveal is like the one gift that I can think of in life that God gives you that you literally get to open it. Like, you know it's coming and you get to open it and it's so exciting. So it's like, this is like, what did God give us, you know?
All right.
If I can get this thing open.
Who's gonna light it?
You.
Let's hold hands for this one. You ready?
Yeah.
We're about to know the gender of our baby. Oh my goodness. 3, 2. Here we go. Hold hands. Hold hands. Hold hands. Oh my goodness.
No way.
I can't believe it. Ow! I just got burned.
No.
Do you have the envelope?
Way. Oh my gosh.
Wow. 4 boys. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Oh man.
Boy.
Wow. Wow.
I'm actually shocked.
Wow.
I was convinced.
I think I just blacked out. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. What do you think? Are you gonna cry?
Wow. Wow. Well, babe, we can still hug.
Okay. Oh!
Right at it, buddy.
There you go.
Amen. You got it, buddy.
All right, guys, and now you know we are having a 4th boy.
Shocking. The most shocking reveal yet.
It's funny to watch that video because I watch my face and I'm just like not changing. It's like it's not registering that it's happening.
Yeah, I felt like I was in shock for a good 30 minutes. I was just like, oh my gosh. I cannot believe this is another boy.
Yeah, with Oakland, Halston, and Jamin, if you guys have been following us for a while, I felt convinced that they were boys. Like, I just felt like I knew it. This one, I was guessing it was a girl. Like, I felt pretty convinced that this one was a girl. So this was like my first gender reveal of my own baby that I was like truly shocked.
Yeah. And so, going into the reveal, I definitely, we were going to be thankful, boy or girl. More than anything, we just want to have a healthy baby and a healthy mother, and any kind of baby is a gift from God. But to say that we didn't want a girl would be dishonest. We just had a strong desire to have a girl because we knew that this was going to be the last time that we were going to try to have a baby. And I always envisioned having a daughter, and it was just, it was shocking for sure. And I think I was pretty upset. I almost felt like I was on the verge of tears a little bit.
I think I said that. So we haven't watched the video, but I think I said in the video, "Are you about to cry?"
Yeah, and then you start to feel like I started to feel a little bad about feeling like that. It's like, oh my gosh, what if our baby watches this and he's gonna feel like we wanted him to be a girl and all that. But I think by that time, he'll realize how he's so loved and appreciated to be in our family. Yeah, I just felt like a part of me had died a little bit. Like, like I always wanted a daughter. I always felt like I was gonna have a daughter.
Let's just say your little dream died.
Yeah, a little dream died. And, but now it's funny because now I feel like I've done a 180. I'm actually really excited to have 4 boys. I think it's just gonna be super cool, super special. And I think it's actually gonna be what's best for our kids too. That's something that we kind of agreed on. That having Oakland and Hawthorne are just best friends. And then Jamin, and now he'll have a little buddy. And I was actually the third of 3 boys, and I had a younger sister. And while me and my sister were always very close, and that was great, I just think having 2 and 2 boys is gonna be awesome for them.
Yeah, going into it, I think I said this in the video, I was like, either way, it's happy. Like, a boy, how cool to have 4 boys. Like, that's just awesome. When I see moms, which is very few, with 4 boys, I'm like, wow, she's cool. Like, I just know she's cool. But then I'm like, but also, how cool is it to have a girl and get to experience that whole world and that whole thing? So it's like, it's really win-win is how I felt. But then I was very surprised once we found out it was a boy, the way that I reacted. Because I just had no idea. It's like, I guess because I was thinking it was a girl, so I didn't have these thoughts of like, what if it's not? Like, I didn't really think that through, I guess. And so afterwards, I was just going through these things of like, all the things we're not gonna have with a girl, like we're never gonna host a wedding. He's never gonna walk a girl down the aisle. Like my younger sister is pregnant with a girl right now, so we were like wanting to be pregnant with the same gender so that they could be little buddies. And then my older sister already has 2 girls. So they're both getting the girl experience. And I was like, you guys are gonna do girl trips and like, I'm not gonna be invited. And I'm always gonna be left out because it's like, I'm the only girl and all this stuff. And that was just like one day, like the day we found out, I literally cried about it, which I've always thought is so silly. When I hear about people like crying about the gender, I'm just like, wow, you are selfish. But the way I describe it is, it's like, full excitement about having a boy, and then totally separate from that, it's like, I wouldn't even call it disappointment or sadness. It's almost just like mourning the idea that you're never gonna have a girl, God willing, if it goes like, if we really are done having kids. But so it's like both of those things are happening at the exact same time, and they're not feeding into each other. Like my disappointment, or whatever you want to call it, is not at all leaking over into my excitement for a boy. But it's funny because I went to bed that night and woke up the next day and all of that was gone. Like no more thoughts of like, we're never gonna have this or that. It was just like, I'm so excited to have a boy. And like he said, I just think it's gonna be a good fit for us. It's gonna make parenting easier. I think it's just gonna be so fun. Like they're gonna have the most fun childhood. And it's funny, the amount of people I've told that we're gonna have 4 boys, and the amount of responses that I've heard of people saying, oh, that is my dream. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want. And I just thought that was funny. Like I never envisioned women wanting all boys, but it's like they're the ones that are telling me that. And I'm like, it is really cool. Like I've always said, before we ever even had kids, I said, I will be fine if we never have a girl, but I will not be fine if we never have a boy. Like I will go and go and go until I get a boy, because I wanted a boy so bad. So God knows what's best. Like we were praying about it, there was a lot of people in my family praying for us to have a girl. They really want us to. even Oakland Halston, every night praying for a sister. But we were praying for whatever is the best fit for our family. That's what we wanted. So, you know, God answered our prayers and he chooses and he knows what's best. And there's just like such peace in that, knowing that God chose this for us and this is what's the best thing.
Like I said, I definitely feel like a super immature side of me and an ungrateful side of me when I was disappointed that it wasn't a girl. But because, I mean, it's such a gift to be able to even have kids and have 4 healthy kids. I mean, what a blessing. And that's how we feel now. But like, yeah, that initial shock was like, whoa, that I didn't see that one coming.
Well, it is hard to explain like the emotions because like I said, I've always thought it was dumb when people it's not even like upset. Like I just don't know the right words to put to it because it's so weird and you don't get it until it happens to you. Like these conflicting emotions that you have about it. It's just, there's not many situations in your life where you're literally experiencing like 2 complete opposite emotions at the exact same time. But I'm thankful for me that it was gone, like the next day it's gone, like totally. So I'm really thankful for that because I feel like that could have lasted, after he was here, that we just were like, oh, I wish we had a girl.
Yeah, I was a little worried about how I was going to handle and process that, but I am thankful that today I can say that I'm very excited and thankful to have a 4th boy. And, you know, one of her best friends brought up the idea, you know, we had a miscarriage baby and maybe that was our girl and maybe we'll be able to meet her in heaven one day. Who knows? You never know. We
haven't done our 20-week ultrasound though, and people are like, you know, there's still a chance. There's a chance that it could be wrong. But I was like, oh my gosh, if it was wrong, I wouldn't be like, yay, it's wrong. I would actually be really upset, I think, because now I'm like so committed and excited about a boy that I feel like if the gears were to turn again, I would just have to go through this whole thing again.
Yeah, and I do think it's going to be such a fun environment for our kids to grow up in, and I think more than anything, me and Sutton would definitely opt for what's best and for our boys rather than anything that we'd want, but God knows what's best, so we're along for the ride.
One little interesting tidbit is that my parents have 9 grandkids in total. My mom has guessed the gender of every single one correctly. That is beyond luck. Like that's a skill at that point. And so she told my whole family except for me that it's a boy. Like as soon as she saw my ultrasound, she was like, it's a boy. I know it. And then here we are. And what's funny is when we went to you guys saw our last video where, you know, we thought we lost the baby. When we saw on the ultrasound, my first thought when I saw him was, that's a boy. You know, that's like my first.
Really?
But then I was like, maybe I'm thinking that because I've only seen boy ultrasounds for me. So like naturally I would think it's a boy. I don't know. But it was my initial thought when I saw the picture. I was like, it's a boy.
Yep, so get ready for a crazy household here in the Eisenman household.
Eisenmans.
Maybe that'll be our new channel name, the Eisenmans.
And then I'll just get kicked out.
She'll be too busy doing laundry. So
Seriously, I already am.
All right, well that is a wrap of our gender reveal. 5 guys in the house, 1 woman.
I'm about to get me a pet.
Oh goodness.
No, it's kind of fun. Everyone that has boys, women that are older, they say like they always want to take care of you and protect you, and it's just so sweet, which obviously I don't see that yet because I'm the one doing everything for them, but I do envision it when they're older, like how much fun that's going to be. And I feel like friendships wise, growing up, I always geared towards the boys. Like I like to hang out with the boys and do the boy things. I was very much a tomboy. So I do feel like this is just like good for us. I even told my sister if we ever had a girl, I'm gonna have to bring her to her house to do her hair. So at least I never have to worry about that.
And she'll get 4 daughter-in-laws one day, hopefully. Yes. So you people out there that are raising your daughters that might marry our boys, raise them right.
Do a good job. Alright guys, well this was Nate and Sutton sowing seeds of truth, love, and inspiration, one view at a time.
And that was the shocking gender reveal.